Hello, everyone. This is Chris Marlowe with Help One Now, and I'm super excited to be here at Davis & Powell Plastic Surgery with two of my favorite people, Dr. Powell and Greta Nance. One of our deep beliefs at Help One Now is that doing good can be simple. And here today, you all are proving that to be true by this thing called Consultation with the Cause. So if you can introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit about what Consultations with the Cause is.
No, you started and I'll fix your mistakes.
Okay. This sounds like my life.
So my name is Jeremy Pyle. I'm one of the plastic surgeons at Davis & Pyle Plastic Surgery. I've been here for 6 years. It's a practice that was started by my partner Glenn Davis 18 years ago. We started Consultations for a Cause a couple of years ago at the time of a hurricane. And so it's grown every year since it started.
Awesome. Greta, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I would feel like for years, it's something that brings our team together to give back, and we gave back in lots of little ways with no strategy behind it. So we're like, we'd like to do this again next year and bigger, and we'd like to do just one event and make it a month long so we can really help people. And doing it year after year lets us have a relationship, it lets us get excited about it, and this is something we are excited to keep continuing with.
Last year, over 5 classrooms were funded, which means teachers are able to go to school with and be paid a legitimate salary in their communities. Hundreds of kids are able to go to school and get an education. They get 2 meals a day. They get mentorship. Davis & Powell community has changed the lives of hundreds of people around the world. Also, you're making a difference in the lives of our community. Like, the city of Raleigh is better because you all exist. When you think about that, explain to us why that's important to Davis & Powell and how that makes you feel as a person who believes in empowering others.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there are 2 things that stand out right away when you were saying that. Things I've heard from our team in working with you guys, and then things I've heard from patients, which is like there are so many great charities and people who need help out there, and animals, and you guys hit a lot of that. Like, if your passion is women, you guys are doing amazing things for women and moms and communities. If your passion is children or education, you're doing amazing things in schools and for children. If you like Habitat for Humanity and it's building and making sure somebody has a warm, safe place to stay, you guys are doing that too. So it's been easy to have a conversation and hit on everybody's kind of passion. I think that's why it's been really easy to stick with it, and really easy to share, because our patients and our team really feel passionately about it. And even our kids, it's been a fun thing to talk to about all of our family.
Triggered a memory. The first year that we did this, my dad responded to it. He's a dad. His Instagram handle is Hipster Bob, but he's
Go follow Hipster Bob.
He's not a hipster, and you will not understand if you try to follow him. And so, he replied. He replied to the Instagram post about, hey, we're doing this thing for charity because there was a hurricane that impacted North Carolina. We want to help, and it's through this Consultations for a Cause. And he was like, Jeremy, if we want to send some money, how do I do it? And I'm like, that's not. It's Consultations for a Cause, Dad. You got to sign up for a consultation. I don't want a consultation. You're my son. How do I send money? And so, it's not just our community. Part of the value of this is, to Greta's point, her kids are proud of her for this. My parents are proud of me for this.
That's awesome. It's not only is the Davis & Powell team involved, but your patients and your community is involved, and together you guys are all making a difference. I think that was really cool, and hopefully that, even from a business level, it helps give us all a little greater purpose, that together we're making the world better.
It's important. We are a part of the Raleigh community, and I love Raleigh. Dr. Davis and I and Dr. Routon have done mission work across the world in different places, and so what you realize in those moments when you're in those trips and you're seeing the world differently than you expected are 2 things. One, the world is more similar throughout its people than you ever realize when you're sitting here, and the needs of a person in one part of the world, their goals, their expectations, what they want for their life, for their kids, are very similar across the world. And so part of our mission and why we do stuff like this, especially with Help One Now, is because Help One Now does the thing that we hope we can do in our business, and that's make people feel more comfortable, make their lives better. There's this perception that's very different than the reality, that perception that's created by Hollywood of plastic surgery is about vanity, or plastic surgery is about perfection, or plastic surgery is for the elite. When in reality, what we see every day are just normal people who want to feel more comfortable. And so, like, that feeling that it doesn't have to be whatever the perception of plastic surgery is, feels a little bit like Help One Now. There's a wide table that Help One Now sets up that we're allowed to come to and you welcome us to, which, by the way, is uncommon. We feel a little bit like the world of charitable giving doesn't really want to spend time with plastic surgeons unless, like, there's a lot of money involved. We've never felt that with Help One Now. It's a community and it's a partnership, and it means the world to us. I'm honored.
He's gonna make me cry here. Jesus, like this is the mission though, right? Like when we collaborate and come together and focus on doing good and making a world difference, it's really easy and beautiful and fun. We were on a trip in Ethiopia. We were so frustrated with the orphan crisis. Every 6 seconds a child dies in the world because they don't have access to something as basic as food or even a restroom, or medicine, healthcare. And so we're working in this child-focused nonprofit mission for years. We're like, wait, we gotta, like, how do we go upstream? And we just realized, like, the most of the brokenness comes when families are just devastated because of extreme poverty. And we're having this conversation with this lady, and she's like the village cook. Everyone loves her cooking. And it's like, what would it take to help launch a business so she can open up a restaurant? And our local leader, Shah, was like, $1,000. And we're like, what? $1,000? Like, are you being serious? Like, yeah, $1,000. Just to get us up in 3 days. And then 2 years later, I'm watching, like, dozens of people on her trip back to Ethiopia line up to her restaurant. And this is like this is her third business. She has 3 businesses now and 6 or 7 employees. And she's helping 5 kids go to school on her own dime. So her own generosity is helping change the world. All she needed was a kickstart, and that was in 2016 trip. We call it Love Hope.
For $1,000.
So cool.
So here's what's amazing, like Consultation with the Cause, 2019. You guys are doing it right now. And Davis and Pyle is literally going to help 15 entrepreneurs launch the business and not only change the narrative of their family, but literally change the narrative of their family's history. How does that make you all feel kind of closing today and wrapping up with that reality?
I love that you just put it in perspective. You made it really simple. It can seem quite out there when you're just thinking about $15,000, but that is really exciting. Hipster Bop's going to be really
Yeah,
proud.
it feels like a start. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. It feels like if we can do 15, then we can do 16. If we can do 16, we can do 17. And it feels like a start.
Awesome. Thank you all. We love you guys. Thanks for doing what you do.
Yeah, thank you.